You need to stop scrolling right now and listen to me. Check your pocket now. Check that old jar. Check that dirty old coin sitting in your drawer. Because today we are talking about the top 5 most valuable ultra-rare Monticello Jefferson nickel super rare coins worth huge money, and these coins are still being spent every single day like they're nothing. Do not spend these coins. I'm serious. These coins equal hidden wealth. These old coins is a treasure, worth serious money. Rare coins equal big money. Secret collectors want them. Collectors are fighting over them in quiet auction rooms while people like you are accidentally handing them back as change. Nobody talks about these. These change everything. Some tiny detail makes these rare, and that tiny detail could mean you're holding a fortune. Each coin we reveal gets bigger, rarer, and more shocking. Real auction shock. Silent fortune found. Hidden treasure coins, hiding in plain sight. Stay with me till the end, because the last one, that one could be the life-changing opportunity you've been praying for. Rare US coins alert. Do not spend these coins. First coin number 1. Now let's talk about the first one, and this is not fiction. The 1964 Monticello Jefferson nickel without a mint mark. And before you say, I've seen that coin, listen carefully, because this coin is special. 1964 was not just another year. America was under pressure. The country was shifting. There was economic stress, silver shortages, people hoarding coins, the government scrambling to keep money in circulation. The mint was pushing hard, working overtime, machines running hot, production numbers exploding. Billions of nickels were struck. Billions. And when production pressure goes up, mistakes happen. Special strikes slip through. Unusual surfaces appear. Tiny details get overlooked. And that is where the hidden treasure begins. The 1964 Jefferson nickel features the calm, familiar profile of President Thomas Jefferson on the front, designed by Felix Schlag. Strong jawline, deep-set eye, "In God We Trust" pressed along the edge. The date 1964 sitting quietly, almost innocent. On the back, Monticello stands proud and balanced, that beautiful architectural image that most people ignore. 5 cents at the bottom. A pluribus unum above. It looks ordinary. That's the trap. Because this coin, without a mint mark, struck in Philadelphia, carries something collectors obsess over. Certain 1964 nickels were struck with unusual die characteristics, stronger strikes, sharper steps on Monticello, bold details that survived circulation when they shouldn't have. Some showed dramatic black spat toning, dark patches that looked dirty to the untrained eye. Dirty coins? That's what people think. But to collectors, that original skin, that natural toning, that untouched surface is everything. This coin feels solid in the hand. About 5 grams of copper-nickel alloy. No silver shine, just that cold, steady weight. 21.2 millimeters across. Smooth edge. About 1.95 millimeters thick. It doesn't feel special. That's what makes it dangerous. Because people don't hesitate to spend it. But survival in beautiful fine condition, with strong original surfaces, is rare. Why? Because 1964 coins were used hard. Vending machines, gas stations, pocket change. They were not saved. They were not protected. Most got scratched, cleaned, polished by well-meaning owners who thought shiny means valuable. Let me say this clearly. Never clean this coin. If you clean it, you destroy it. You erase the silent fortune sitting on that metal. Original toning matters. That dark antique look, those black spats, that natural aging, that's history. That's authenticity. That's what serious collectors pay for. And here's where it gets intense. Collectors look for sharp Monticello steps. They look for strike strength. They inspect the fields for originality. They examine the absence of a mint mark because Philadelphia didn't use one that year, and subtle die variations from that mint are what separate common from life-changing. Some details are microscopic. This detail changes everything. Slight doubling, strong relief, clean rims, no harsh cleaning lines. This is not educational talk. This is survival talk. Because one wrong move, one cleaning attempt, one careless spend, and the quiet wealth disappears. In private auctions, when a high-grade 1,964 no-mint mark nickel with exceptional eye appeal shows up, the room goes silent. Then the bidding starts. Calm, controlled, aggressive. Collectors are fighting, but politely, because they know supply is shrinking. The best examples are being locked away in vaults. Held, not sold. Demand rising. Supply shrinking. That's the formula for serious money. Today's market value for a rare, high-quality example like this has reached around $170. Let that sink in. For a 5-cent coin. Hidden wealth. Silent fortune. Serious money sitting in something people toss into tip jars. Do not spend this coin. If you find one, handle it by the edges. Do not wipe it. Do not polish it. Get it professionally graded. Professional grading is critical. Without authentication, it's just a nickel. With authentication, it becomes a life-changing opportunity. Patience is golden. The collectors who win are the ones who wait, who protect, who understand that originality beats shine every single time. Stay till the end of this series, because what comes next is even bigger. If this 1,964 shocked you, the next Monticello nickel we're about to reveal, it was born in even more unusual conditions. Fewer survived. The detail that makes it rare is even more dangerous to ignore. And trust me, you might already have it. Do not spend these coins. Next coin number 2. Before you relax and think that last coin was the big one, listen carefully. Because this next nickel is even more dangerous to ignore. This is the 1,968 Jefferson nickel with the D mint mark. And people are spending it every single day like it's nothing. Do not spend this coin. 1,968 was a year of tension in America. Economic uncertainty. Political chaos. The country was changing fast. The U.S. Mint had just resumed putting mint marks back on coins after removing them for several years during the coin shortage crisis. That little D for Denver returned quietly, and most people never thought twice about it. But that tiny letter, that detail changes everything. On the front, you see the familiar left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson. Calm. Presidential. In God we trust, pressed along the edge. The date, 1,968, sitting there like it's ordinary. But look closer. Under the date, that small D mint mark from the Denver Mint. Small, almost invisible to careless eyes. On the back, Monticello stands centered and proud. Clean lines, a pluribus unum above, 5 cents below. But on certain rare examples, something unusual appears. A strange silver shine across the surfaces. And on the back, green spats. Natural toning that looks almost like damage to beginners. Dirty coins, that's what people say. Big mistake. That silver shine mixed with green patina on the reverse is not dirt. It's age. It's chemistry. It's untouched originality. And collectors are obsessed with originality. This coin feels solid in your hand. About 5 grams of copper and nickel bonded together. 75% copper, 25% nickel. Roughly 21.2 millimeters wide. Smooth edge. About 1.95 millimeters thick. It feels like every other nickel. That's why people throw it into vending machines without a second thought. Hidden treasure hiding in plain sight. But here's the part nobody talks about. In 1968, the Denver Mint was adjusting to renewed mint mark placement and high production demands. Dies were being overused. Striking pressure varied. Some coins came out with unusual surface texture and sharp detail combinations that are extremely hard to find in very fine condition with original skin intact. Many were cleaned over the years because owners thought shine meant value. Let me say this clearly. Never clean this coin. Cleaning destroys the silent fortune. Once that natural silver glow and green reverse toning are wiped away, the serious money disappears forever. Survival in very fine condition with beautiful eye appeal is rare because these coins circulated heavily. Late 60s America wasn't saving nickels. They were used hard, thrown into drawers, dropped on sidewalks, tossed in cash registers. The ones that survived without scratches, without harsh cleaning, without corrosion eating into the surface, those are the hidden wealth coins. Collectors study the Monticello steps. They check the clarity of the D-mint mark. They inspect the fields for original luster under that silver sheen. They look at the green spats on the reverse to confirm its natural toning, not artificial damage. This detail changes everything. Artificial toning means nothing. Natural aging means serious money. And when one of these high-end 1968D nickels with silver shine and green reverse surfaces appears at auction, something interesting happens. The room doesn't explode with noise. It goes quiet. Phones come out. Eyes narrow. Then the bids start climbing. Slow, confident, aggressive, because collectors know supply is shrinking. The best examples are locked away in collections, rarely returning to market. Demand rising, availability shrinking. That's the perfect storm. Today, a rare, well-preserved example like this has reached around $150 for 5 cents. Let that sink in. That's not hype. That's hidden treasure. Silent fortune. Serious money hiding in something people call pocket change. Do not spend this coin. If you think you've found one, check the mint mark carefully. Make sure it's a D under the date. Look at the back under light. Do you see natural green spats blending into a silver surface? Not paint. Not corrosion-eating holes. Natural toning. Hold it by the edges only. Never rub it. Never polish it. Professional grading is critical. Without authentication, buyers hesitate. With certification, the coin transforms from loose change into a life-changing opportunity. Patience is golden. The collectors who win are the ones who wait for the right buyer, the right auction, the right moment. They protect the coin's originality like it's fragile glass. Because originality is everything. Stay with me. Because if you think a 1968 with D is shocking, the next Monticello nickel we're about to uncover was born in even stranger conditions. Fewer survived. The detail that makes it rare is even more subtle, and people are still spending it. Do not spend these coins. What's coming next is even bigger. Next coin, number 3. You see a 1,979 nickel and you don't even blink. That's the problem. That's exactly why this coin is so dangerous to ignore. Because the 1,979 Jefferson nickel with the D mint mark looks ordinary, but in very fine condition with that smooth silver shade. It's a hidden treasure people are accidentally losing every single day. Do not spend this coin. 1,979 was not some sleepy year. America was under serious economic pressure. Inflation was rising. Gas prices were climbing. Confidence was shaky. The U.S. Mint was pumping out coins fast to keep up with circulation demand. The Denver Mint, marked with that tiny D under the date, was striking millions upon millions of nickels. Machines running hard. Dies wearing down. Speed over perfection. And whenever production gets pushed like that, rare survivors are born. On the front, Thomas Jefferson faces left, calm and steady, designed decades earlier, but still powerful. In God We Trust hugs the left side. The word liberty and the date 1979 sit to the right. And just below the date, that small D mint mark. Tiny, easy to miss. But that letter means Denver. And Denver struck nickels from this year with strong details and original surfaces. That's where the quiet wealth hides. Flip it over and you see Monticello standing proud. Balanced. Symmetrical. A pluribus unum above. 5 cents below. Most 1,979 nickels have weak steps on Monticello because the dies were overused. The details blur. The lines fade. But when you find one in very fine condition, with unusually sharp architectural detail and that natural silver shade across the surface, that's when collectors lean in closer. This detail changes everything. This coin feels solid. Around 5 grams of copper and nickel alloy bonded together. 75% copper inside, 25% nickel giving that pale silver tone on the outside. About 21.2 millimeters wide. Smooth edge. Roughly 1.95 millimeters thick. It feels like every other nickel in your pocket. Same weight, same size, same sound when it hits a table. That's why it slips through fingers unnoticed. Silent fortune. But survival is the key. In 1979, nobody was saving nickels. They were tossed into cash drawers, dropped on sidewalks, scraped across counters. Most got scratched. Many were cleaned by people who thought shine equals value. Let me say this clearly. Never clean this coin. Cleaning destroys the very thing that makes it rare. That natural silver shade, that soft glow developed over decades, is original toning. Once you scrub it, you erase the hidden wealth forever. Collectors obsess over tiny details on this coin. The clarity of the D mint mark. The sharpness of Jefferson's hair strands. The strength of Monticello's steps. The absence of deep contact marks. They tilt it under light, looking for that untouched surface, that smooth silver tone that hasn't been stripped or polished. Artificial shine kills value. Original skin creates serious money. And here's what most people don't understand. Even though millions were made, very fine survivors with strong strike quality and original surfaces are far rarer than you think. Demand keeps rising because advanced collectors are building high-grade date and mint collections. They want the best. They compete quietly. And when a strong 1,979 with D with exceptional eye appeal hits a major auction, the bidding doesn't start loud. It starts controlled, calculated. Then, it climbs. Fast. Because supply is shrinking. The best examples are being locked away in private collections. Protected. Not coming back to the market anytime soon. Today, a rare high-quality example like this has reached around $132,000. For a 5-cent coin, people still toss into tip jars. Let that sink in. That's not pocket change. That's hidden treasure. Quiet wealth. A life-changing opportunity disguised as something ordinary. Do not spend this coin. If you think you've found one, check that D mint mark carefully. Look at the surfaces under soft light. Do you see a natural silver shade, not harsh chrome shine? Are the Monticello steps visible and strong? Is the coin free from cleaning scratches? Handle it only by the edges. Never wipe it. Professional grading is critical. Without certification, it's just another nickel to buyers. With proper grading, it becomes a verified rarity worth serious money. Patience is golden in this game. Rushing to sell to the first offer can cost you thousands. The strongest collectors wait. They understand that demand is growing while true high-end survivors are disappearing into vaults. Stay till the end of this series, because if you think a 1979 with D is shocking, the next Monticello nickel we're about to reveal was born under even more unusual conditions. Fewer survived. The detail that makes it rare is even more subtle and even more expensive to ignore. Check your pocket again. Do not spend these coins. The next one changes everything. Next coin, number 4. You are not ready for this one, because this coin is newer, closer to us, more dangerous. The 1983 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark. And people are spending it without even looking twice. Do not spend this coin. 1983 was a recovery year for America. The country was coming out of recession. Unemployment had been high. Inflation had shaken confidence. The mint was focused on efficiency, speed, output. Philadelphia, marked with that small P mint mark on nickels by this time, was striking coins for circulation fast and heavy. Nobody thought nickels from the early 80s would ever matter. That's exactly why this one slipped through history unnoticed. On the front, Thomas Jefferson faces left, calm and steady like always. In God we trust along the left. Liberty and the date 1983 to the right. And there it is, that small P mint mark. Philadelphia. That letter used to be missing on older coins, but by the 80s it was proudly there. Tiny. Easy to ignore. But that little P can mean hidden wealth. Flip the coin, and Monticello stands centered on the reverse. Strong columns. Clean dome. A pluribus unum above. 5 cents below. On most 1983 nickels, the details are weak. Dies were pushed hard. Production numbers were high. Coins were meant to move fast, not be preserved. But when you find one in fine condition, with black spats and a beautiful original look, something changes. That natural dark toning across the surface, those black patches that look like dirt to beginners, that is originality. That is untouched history. This coin feels no different in your hand. Around 5 grams. 75% copper inside, 25% nickel outside. 21.2 millimeters across. Smooth edge. About 1.95 millimeters thick. Same size. Same weight. Same sound when it hits the table. That's why people lose it. Silent fortune disguised as pocket change. But survival is everything. 1983 nickels were used hard. arcades, gas stations, grocery stores. They were not saved in rolls by most people. They were scratched, scraped, cleaned, polished. And here's the warning. Never clean this coin. Cleaning destroys the value instantly. Those black spats, that antique look, that is natural toning developed over decades. Once you wipe it away, you wipe away the serious money. Collectors obsess over condition. Fine condition with strong details and original surfaces is much rarer than people think. They look at Jefferson's hair detail, the clarity of the P mint mark, the sharpness of Monticello's steps, the texture of the fields under light. Artificial shine is obvious to trained eyes. They want originality. They want untouched surfaces. That's where the hidden treasure lives. And here's what most people don't realize. By the 1980s, coin collecting habits had shifted. Many collectors focused on older silver coins, ignoring modern nickels. That means high-quality survivors from circulation were overlooked. Many were damaged before anyone realized their potential. Supply of attractive, original 1983, with P nickels in fine condition, is far smaller than the mintage numbers suggest. Demand, however, is growing. Registry collectors want the best examples. They compete quietly but aggressively. When a sharply detailed 1983 with P with natural black spats and strong eye appeal appears at auction, the room shifts. Bidders watch closely. The increments climb steadily. Calm, focused, determined, because they know these coins are disappearing into long-term collections. Held, protected, not coming back soon. Today, a rare high-end example like this has reached around $118,000 for a coin people still toss into jars. That's hidden wealth. Quiet wealth. Serious money sitting in something most people ignore. Do not spend this coin. If you think you have one, check that P mint mark carefully. Look at the surfaces under soft light. Are the black spats natural and blended into the metal, not sitting on top like stains? Are the details sharp for the grade? Avoid rubbing it. Never polish it. Professional grading is critical. Without certification, buyers hesitate. With proper grading, it transforms from loose change into a verified, rare coin worth serious money. Patience matters. The biggest mistake people make is rushing. The second biggest mistake is cleaning. Both destroy opportunity. Protect the coin. Handle it by the edges only. Store it safely. Let professionals evaluate it. Stay with me, because the next and final Monticello nickel on this list is the most shocking of them all. Rarer. More explosive. The kind of coin that creates real auction shock. And if you've made it this far, you need to see what's coming next. Do not spend these coins. The final one could change everything. Next coin, number 5. This is it. The one nobody sees coming. The 1973 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark. And I promise you, people are spending this coin every single day without even a second glance. Do not spend this coin. 1973 was a year of economic tension in America. The oil crisis was beginning to shake the country. Inflation was rising. Confidence was unstable. The U.S. Mint was focused on speed and volume, keeping coins flowing through a nervous economy. Philadelphia struck millions of nickels that year, and because it was Philadelphia, there was no mint mark on the coin. No P, no letter, just the date. Quiet, plain, easy to overlook. And that is exactly why this coin became a hidden treasure. On the front, Thomas Jefferson faces left, steady and serious. In God we trust, along the left edge. Liberty and the date 1973 on the right. No mint mark beneath the date. That empty space is important. That missing letter tells you it was struck in Philadelphia. Flip it over and Monticello stands centered and proud. E pluribus unum above. 5 cents below. Clean structure. Balanced design. Most people never look twice at it. But when you find a 1973 with a natural green shade across the surface in very fine condition, everything changes. That soft green toning is not dirt. It is not damage. It is decades of natural aging reacting with the copper inside the alloy. That green shade blending into the nickel surface creates an antique, almost mysterious look. Beginners think it's ugly. Collectors see originality. And originality is serious money. The coin feels ordinary in your hand. Around 5 grams. Made of 75% copper and 25% nickel. About 21.2 millimeters across. Smooth edge. Roughly 1.95 millimeters thick. Same size as every other modern nickel. Same weight. Same feel. That's what makes it so dangerous. You could have it right now and not even know it. Silent fortune hiding in your pocket. Here's where it gets intense. In 1973, production was heavy. Coins were made to move fast into circulation. Most were used hard. Scratched. Dropped. Cleaned. Polished. Many were destroyed by well-meaning owners who thought shiny equals valuable. Let me be clear. Never clean this coin. If you wipe away that natural green toning, you erase the hidden wealth. Original toning matters more than shine. Once cleaned, it can never go back. Collectors study this coin closely. They look at Jefferson's hair detail, the sharpness of the lettering, the clarity of Monticello's steps. They tilt it under light to confirm that green shade is natural and not artificial. They examine the fields for cleaning hairlines. They check the rims for damage. This detail changes everything. A cleaned coin might be worth face value. An original, naturally toned, very fine survivor can be worth life-changing money. Why is survival rare? Because 1970s nickels were not saved in large numbers in high-quality condition. They were everyday money during stressful economic times. They circulated heavily. Most examples today show heavy wear or have been tampered with. Finding one with beautiful, even green shade and strong details is far harder than people think. Supply is smaller than collectors expected, and demand keeps growing. When a strong 1973 with no mint-mark nickel with stunning natural green surfaces appears at auction, experienced buyers move quietly. Bidding starts carefully. Then it builds. Determined, focused, competitive, because they know the best examples are disappearing into private collections. Held tightly, not coming back. Demand rising. Supply shrinking. That's the formula for serious money. Today, a rare, well-preserved example like this has reached around $125,000 for 5 cents. Hidden treasure. Quiet wealth. A life-changing opportunity disguised as something most people toss into a jar. Do not spend this coin. If you think you've found one, check the date carefully. Confirm there is no mint mark beneath it. Examine the surfaces under soft light. Is that green shade smooth and blended into the metal? Not flaky. Not artificial. Handle it only by the edges. Never polish it. Never scrub it. Professional grading is critical. Without certification, buyers hesitate. With authentication, the coin becomes a verified rarity worth serious money. Patience is golden. The biggest mistake is rushing. The second biggest mistake is cleaning. Protect it. Store it safely. Let experts evaluate it. Because once originality is lost, the fortune is gone forever. And now listen closely. We just uncovered 5 Monticello Jefferson nickels that look ordinary but hide unbelievable value. 1964, 1968 with D. 1979 with D. 1983 with P. And now this 1973 without a mint mark. These are not myths. These are not fairy tales. These are hidden treasures hiding in plain sight. How many times have you handed one of these back as change? How many silent fortunes have slipped through your fingers? Check your pockets. Check your jars. Check your old drawers tonight. Do not spend these coins. Rare coins equal big money. These old coins are a treasure. Hidden wealth. Serious money. Life-changing opportunity sitting in plain sight. And if this shocked you, imagine what other coins are still out there that nobody is talking about. Stay with EagleCoins, because the next video might reveal the one coin you already have, and it could change everything.